ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sicily, Crusader KX3 series here on the Lord Mass channel, in which Sicily is now ruled by a Muslim for once. Sorry, Muslim. And will likely remain so. And it seems that there was a Siculo-Arabic culture there, but adopted Sicilian. Unfortunate. Well, meanwhile, there's, Father William, the old one, who's in poor health right now. He's still willing to upbuild, that former Norman mercenary who has all these benefits to himself, but he ain't as great as he once was. He may have so many alliances, but soon that would be all for naught. And, well, I just noticed it just now. You turned Siculo-Arab and... sorry, well, was that demand conversion? No. He didn't say anything about demand of conversion, but I guess he did it voluntarily and adopted the Siculo-Arabic culture because that's the culture of the land. You see, there is still hope for this Siculo-Arabic culture, which I would like to return to that one day if I were to ever gain a foothold on either Sicily or even return to southern Italy by taking Apulia or even Salerno, which the problem with that is it's all Sicilian and Catholic. Purely. Well, Islam still has a very strong presence in Sicily, while the mainly Sunni faith over there is all is a large minority that is still very much visible. The main issue that I have with all this is because of the people of the different minority cultures here. Oh, why don't you just take them out for yourself? Even though the main issue with that is, even though it's got good development, there's no Siculo-Arabic people there. And a small minority of them live in Sarno. One day we will return to that land. And will they become vassals? They're fighting in a frontier raid. Because this is another area where... Look at the minority map of the Siculo-Arabic culture. Blue means present. Green means large minority. Yellow means small minority. Same applied to the Ismaili. Although I recall there was a presence of Shia in the Calabria, but that doesn't exist anymore. I guess they were driven out. That's the reason why the Shia all stay in insular Sicily, and they never establish a presence in southern Italy except for the toe of Italy. But in the meantime, we might turn towards piracy soon. Speaking of which, we're actually going to acquire the booty because we're going to get ourselves some money here. We get 77. That's not much. And you know what I need that money for? First things first. Manage the frontier. Attract immigrants. Because, you know, we're in a habit of constructing buildings again. So, it would be wise to manage the frontier first. Expensive these days. So we're inviting Arab-Berber immigrants over here. And there are recent ways of it that would reduce the building construction costs by a bit, while adding some development growth to it. And also go get me some Norman settlers. Need mercenaries. Which again, they're not going to be used during raids. This is only during times of war. Especially for defense. Alright. That'll be 125. How much did we get? 450 Norman adventures. That's not much as I hoped, but these will do. It'll definitely do. And now there's another problem during this time. My unruly regent. I want him to end this entrenched regency. And he'll never accept that I do, but, well, I'm going to give it to that. Give him leverage by giving him prestige. So it swings by 10 towards me. Because I'm trying to put an end to this stupid nonsense. $54. Yeah, he'll never accept anything. And on decline, it'll be swinging more towards me. So it's like, here's some more piety. I can afford it. You'll refuse, because I want this regency to end. Regent's now less powerful. Can't do that again until next year. We'll ask again. I even contemplated on murdering him in a previous episode, but I decided to go against that. No, you didn't decide. They found out the plot. Clearly the memory's a bit hazy of what's been going on lately. Remember, I have the ability to travel fast at sea, and then we can raid even faster. That I can get a large amount of gold and bring it to here, at the expense of losing so much prestige. Which one would think that if you want to get out of negative prestige, do more feasts, do more hunting, do a grand tournament or two. Participate. Yeah. That's what you ought to do now. Okay, good. Regency's at a lower level than ever before. In the heat of combat, decisiveness is often what separates victory from defeat. When the time comes, I know how will I act. I stand my ground, be an unyielding defender. Less friendly fatal casualties for us. Especially for times like these. Uh-huh. Yeah, I get it now. Alexander's pox. Oh, major outbreak. That could come to here. And it's been around for a while, so just in case. It may reach into insular Sicily, then eventually come to Malta. But Rome, the area of the papacy, is most affected by it. Wales, Ricky of Wales. No longer my bodyguard. Oh good, hope you die. Die, 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 die. Please, please, please. Even... Ah, he recovered, but he's in poor health now. Large movements of entire tribes isn't anything new. Back in the Bronze Age, the migration of the Sea People led to the general collapse of civilization that only Egypt could withstand. In 434 AD, Attila the Hun plowed through the steppe and uprooted the many tribes who fled into the Roman Empire, causing unrest. More recently, the mighty Gokturk Empire of the 5th and 8th centuries caused the general spread of Turkic tribes within Eurasia. The successes of the Deshe Kipchak within the steppe itself, the Ghaznavids along the Indian border regions, and a great Seljuk within Persia have only emboldened the other migratory tribes. Their eyes are looking towards the rich lands of Asia Minor and Persia, much to the dismay of their sedentary rulers. So now, landless Turkic nomads may now offer to purchase holdings within Asia Minor and Persia region. or conquer them by force using the Turkic migration casus belli. That does not concern me one bit here. Yeah, we should go hunting soon. City building improvements. Household soldiers innovation, which means that we can now increase the size of the men-at-arms regiment even more nowadays, but we can't afford it. The peasants of Malta are in a good mood. The harvest is bountiful, the roads are safe, and the village elders are telling nonsensical stories of cows producing honey-laden milk and geese laying golden eggs. The peasants are praising me for the fortune and have sent a delegation carrying gifts. I'll say intriguing. Send soldiers to collect more gifts. Money's about to be spent for buildings like these, and yeah, especially when it comes to control growth. So trade port is to be built here. That's one. Now, son of a beeswax. You just want them to reach the, do you? But I believe the best way for the entrenched Regency then is to wait for him to die. Now get a seneschal. He'll do. Get me a master hunter because we're going to need one when we go hunting today. If we can even afford a hunt. Because we need to do that all the way. That's 102. We can wait a few months. That's my priority now. All the money that you save, get it. Spend it on a hunt, which is a very prestigious activity. And then perhaps a feast, or even a very expensive grand tournament. Which, matter of fact, I may hold that once we return from the raids. To get prestige. I don't know. That's anything that gives me more fame towards illustrious, I'd be happy with it. And we'll be back in full control in 2 years' time. Just wanted to point out, none of them ever gotten, oh jeez, none of them ever gotten the genius and But also, we had our era of geniuses, but they're all gone now. I would have been more prestigious if I had more diplomacy, but you gotta pick up that Sicilian seniority thing up. To the hunt. Oh, row. I need something with more prestigious. I came here to hunt stag. This success chance decreases greatly. I mean, at least just getting the activity done is prestigious enough. Whether or not if we actually get the animal, would give me more prestige, but I think just holding it nonetheless would be good. Sure. I must keep up appearances here. My bodyguard, Theophanes, went ahead of the group, chasing the stag alone. When I catch up, I find him standing over a woman, tugging an arrow from the poor commoner's chest. He hides there behind his baggage spots. Amir, it wasn't my fault, I swear. Son of the rest better catch up and demand an explanation. He claimed the night. You must answer for this, Theophanes. You are a murderer. No, I want to corner it. Even if we're doing terrible, because this is forced. At the moment, things will not end well here. Done 91. Drive it out. Guess we'll take that hit a bit, but we'll manage. Damn thing is going. Just needed to get some prestige for that. That is all. Now all we need to do now is to get that control back up. Sure. Get that control back up. So I can have a sustainable income, and then we're off to raiding. And hurry up and be dead. Revolt. Now what? Tyranny. Aurochs attacking. Well, it's too late now. Had I known about it earlier, he just died. Ate some poisonous plants by mistake while he was ill and maimed, and then he succumbed to it. Tyranny war ends. Now Sultan Ismail rules around here. But now there's a tyranny war. If deposed, it's gonna go to instability reigns. Sure, but don't expect me to raise troops because we are not in a good position to even consider that sort of thing. Now you have no power here. Finally, at the age of 22, I have all the power now. Bad, 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 bad. $18 months, that's gonna take a while for them. Wonder if they'll do anything about it. Because I ain't going over there because we can't afford a war. Because of maintenance. So sorry, can't be there for you. I only joined just to be with you in spirit. What are you trying to accomplish? Actually, there is someone better for the job. Slight improvement. trade port finished. So that's a bit more, you know, tax income. But at least it makes the control growth go up faster. Now it takes 7 months to get it complete. I don't even know what you're doing anymore, but... God. We know for a fact that, you know, like all who lead, it is expected of me that I be able to ride a horse, both often and well. I could hardly manage my own if I didn't. Today's errand is a trivial risk in rural Malta. Something that my entourage and I are best able to resolve quickly. Without warning, my steed Bucks, spooked by some small animal on the trail, almost thrown hard. Only wrestling controlled back at the last moment. Whoa there, girl. Calm down. That could have been nasty. Something like this would be occurring. So that's why I'm very cautious about don't do anything. Don't spend anything. I know that disease is gone now, so I want you to get back to that. Yeah, I'm fine. Negotiate alliance. Yeah. Nephew. Levies and man-at-arms. 16. 1 year. Yeah, we should be good now. Raise him. 1. And plus with the Norman mercenaries that we got. Even if you were to go in after them, you will win decisively. But I want you to land here. Try to scare them off. We will be there in 47 days. Reservoir dogs, they just brought levies. Just only levies to bolster reinforcements. They're about to get Noto. We'll see if you can stop them. Three, two, okay, we just saved it just in time, man. Look at who you're gonna be up against. All their combined forces over there. This could be a bad move on my part. Because we just had to disembark, but advantage us. We're mauling them because we have all the advantages. Advantage is still us. Got them outnumbered. Control has increased and now costs less. Yeah, we killed some of these guys, as we're still seeing them pop up because, you know, a lot happened. We'll just take it a time with this because I was wondering, well, did any of our guys go? Ah, you'll just read them in events. What the hell are you waiting for? God, right, where is the capital of the revolt? Who's the leader of this? Ragusa. Not to be confused with Dubrovnik. Head to there. And how much gold did we get out of that? 19. We're taking them all out. Even killed its commander. Slow. And capture 3. May have to recruit a few of them. Because you know some of them are Muslim. Even if we don't gain as much prestige as we used to, but still, because we care about money more than anything else. I'm not the siege leader. No, we don't have anyone like that. Oh, there goes my best friend. Died in childbirth? Childbirth, then. Yeah, great pox. Need to be strong and move forward. My sister was with me through thick and thin. Are they coming after us? Yep, they're after us. Out of desperation, no doubt. He has the advantage, but they're outnumbered. We're gonna take a better knocks if we can get some advantage over them. We do. Oh boy, it was falling. Capture one of their vassals. Yeah, we got even more prisoners. Some will be ransomed, others will be recruited. Damn, why don't you starve? It's the only way we can get it done faster. Because they're going to be coming after us again. But hey, got some gold out of that. Even captured another one of its commanders. Here we go again. They have the advantage. With their 70 degree forces their way, we're trying to kill them as fast as we can. They just keep dogpiling on us. Okay, they're retreating, and then here comes a few more. And a few more. Maddening. As the battle rages on, I find myself in the midst of a small pocket of close quarters combat. With the help of my men, we smashed the opposition with ease. But the focus of the attention was on me. We managed to put on a particularly impressive display whilst fighting the relentless enemies. I take a second to catch my breath after the attack. I noticed some of my soldiers watching on with admiration for my impressive fighting display. Are you not entertained? 50 prestige. Kill, kill, kill. Captured a few more cabans. It's a rare year that goes by where I don't have cause to make a use of ocean transport, given its close proximity to Ragusa. I'd be a fool not to. Today's journey was a quick one. My presence required to adjudicate some minor disputes, leaving me to enjoy the peaceful sensation of being ferried home, watching the shoreline roll by with nary care in the world. Standing on the boat's deck, leaning over the side, I feel so very peaceful. The water's almost hypnotic. Almost hypnotic. It's happening again. Remember, that's how Father got typhus. But I'm all good now. Here they come. Catch the sheriff. Sheriff of the city of Guza. I step out of my tent. My siege camp sprawls out before me. A jumble of soggy tents, miserable men in grimy clothes, cooking fires of smoke. A few banners flutter in the wind. Cut timbers laid stacked like a wall outside the tents. My lower tent approaches and forces into siege end. I gather my bodyguards at the edge again. The Dia of Modita stands before me. A gaping circle of the crumbling walls surrounding a desperate and dying people. In the fields between, many of my comrades lie dead. Their blood mingled with that of their foes. Bodies are strewn everywhere. Shrieks of agony fill the air. Grieving widows wail under the open sky. Spare it, because this is the land of the ally. And do imprison anyone you see. Yeah, back off. No commander, huh? Thank you. Now that's over. And I see there's an ongoing disease up there. Camp fever. Typhus. And typhus is here. But it's fully affected the barony. Now we just wait for us to recover, then we'll begin pirating. It's too expensive to repair. Have it destroyed. Those that are on the verge of breaking, destroy that for... But, you know, you can always get more gold by other means, right? Yep. That would be good for my Buddhism. Oh, he got typhus. If he dies, nephew takes over. Contact pirates again. Extra recruit Courtiers. You might need them for a future conflict. Recruited them. What do we have here? 200 Mediterranean pirates. They're all mainly light footmen and a drow. Okay, there's some of our kind too. Again, that's only to be used during times of war. Actually, there's another good way to use that money for something. As much as I would like to recruit soldiers for Sicily, but we need to... oh, you can manage the Sicilian frontier again. I didn't know it was that soon. Let me see. Yeah, do it for the Arab-Berber documents. It'll go up with time. Anybody else that wishes to be ransomed? Oh, my goodness, been preparing a longer play inspired by the classics of the old times. I received my invitation this morning, but to my surprise and disappointment, even if I'm liege, it seems I'll not attend the spectacle in the place of honor. I get a sense of criticism of sorts and the veiled signal of defiance by all my vassals of this impotence. If I want to look good and reassert my true place in Rome, I need to take definite measures. That's it. I'll force it to be in the places of honor. I'll impose myself as the main attending person of the play, humiliating my vassal. Because screw on. Demand an artifact. What? No. You'll not have it. Don't let this be the reason of war between us. Because that'll be the biggest mistake you'll ever make. Surprised it hasn't spread further into Malta yet. But nevertheless, let's go raiding, shall we? Actually, no. There's one more thing I remember. Also develop the capital a bit more, as I'm diligent. Bargain with the strongholds. It adds more prestige, but the demand can be random. 79 gold at once, but give me more. So that to reduce the influence strongly, so it's just 100 prestige more. That's what was spent. Yeah. But at least I'll stop. Now we raid. Check the prisoners. Because I ranted some, but look at people of, you know, not old age. Say which one of you is. Let's join, because we do have some good fighting men, while the others not so good. Because we need to recruit a few of you. Come on. Ah, you'll do. The rest of you don't give a damn. Once everybody's recruited, then we go. Now we raid. Now that we have some good fighters out there. The Fatimids are collapsing their whole authority. Soon they're going to be no longer relevant. Trebizond. The Middle East is a changing. Let's start our usual raiding areas. Yeah. Organized march just for faster army movement speed. Now in the colonization phase. And a reason to gain more wealth is to obviously continue to upgrade the buildings. Or whatever money is left over, hold another hunt, as we're gonna make a habit of hunting. So much so that this comes available. Money is gonna be spent elsewhere. Now it's lost to us. Takes 12 days to get it done. Really? How fast we raid these days, thanks to Reaver and a few other things. And living off the land. I like that. Go. The settlement of Minorca, an important stronghold in the greater Minorca, is fallen to my raiders. We've run a vast tracts of land and many of the quivering subjects from shining treasures of Duke have been allowed to choose from. Troops stand ready to await my command to give them direction. Bring me boundless plunder. That's 30 more gold. Takes a while to get there, but it's all about money these days. Could stop that. She's never gonna like you, but she is intimidated of you. See, even we still make very good money, even with the raiders raised. Some new people arrived at court. You know they're all prisoners. What you building there? Sawdan, my dear friend. I was once again reminded of your victory against Ernst. So I decided to write a poem about your triumph. This is clear though. The Axis Song. A work of poetry dedicated to me as Sawdan's victory over the obnoxious Ernst. Written by Sawdan's good friends. Though conflict brings wrath to all someday, our hero lives to enter the fray. So let none challenge us bold intent, lest they discover where the last challenger went. Thank you, my friend. I'll keep this poem close. Recently I became aware of rumors emanating from my council that marred my dynasty's renown, with vitriol being spread about my capabilities of managing my realm. After a courteous private investigation of the matter, I was unable to pinpoint the guilty counselor, but I suspect Gabriel is behind the scheme. I must be on my guard about counselors with a poor opinion of me. I'll try to attempt to mitigate the damage. My diplomacy isn't good, but I'm diligent. This probably ain't gonna end well. I had something else in mind. Here, keep going. I was thinking about other places to raid. What's the papacy doing at this time? Nothing. Can't raid that. They'll notice that. What the hell? What kind of entity is that? Let's see. Likely through inheritance. One of the weaker little typhus. No, that place has been raided before. Damn it. Would have loved to raid that area. Sardinia isn't that valuable as you would hope. Guess we can raid there because look at that, there's good loot up there. So we should head there. Got the Duchess. He'll definitely pay the ransom of a good amount. Destroy that artifact. Some money's gonna come from that. The Axis Song. Today I met a lesser nobleman who lives a town nearby. He's a serious fellow. Our conversation drifts to the topic of our childhoods. As a child, he tells me, I used to play by the edge of town. My elders warned me, as it used to be the cemetery. One day I met a kindly old townsman. He warned me I shouldn't come, and pointed out the various misfortunes of it, such as the crows, or the time I got sick and almost died, or the thunder, but I laughed it off. Last time we met, he told me, I tried to warn you when you were a child. I told you not to get lost in the wild. I sent omens and all kinds of signs. And then, I mentioned his name to one of the village elders, he frowned. She said that it was the name of her deceased grandfather. Wait, no one in town shares his name? Maybe it was a prank? Again, we're more fame intensive these days, so I'll keep choosing those options when I can. No holding here to raid, but it's currently building. They're building a castle there. Gabriel, my trusty Courtier mom, has been entertaining a pet project of himself. At its core will fund a network of organizations across my domain that will attempt to improve a lot of ports to the inside of my lands. As the cost will increase in my domain size, I must analyze carefully the whole bill to see if the funding for this network continues to be worth. What the f— Don't fund it. Can't afford it, not even at this very moment. Had you told me later, I would have likely to do so. Ongoing peasant uprising a bit. Do it while they're not looking. That'll slow them down. Move up. Raid there next, and then raid there, then get out of there. There's one more up there, actually. Actually, revolt's over. That means more for us. Pay up. Fire and blood. Found this plunder. Okay, we raid one more area, then we're out of here. Now that was a very good raid. Very good time. Now to sea, and then we will be back in Malta by... yes, I cannot raid some more realm, you dummy. I'm just talking about when do we get back from it. 4 months. We'll be back in 4 months. Look at us. Negative prestige. Yahoo! Don't you like negativity? Negative prestige. So that would mean, let's to the hunt. As it's become a tradition here in this island. Would have been better if we had built 100 grounds over in the hills. Despite the high development. Not Medusa would have been a better spot, but oh well. Maybe we ought to consider. No need for a caravan, master. At least try to make an effort. Okay, let's see. Oh, a bear of Malta. Treacherous, but it'll be glorious. Let's go hunt some bear. Especially that we have prior hunting experience. Poachers, here, there's grassland. Do we need to alienate them further? Because you could lead to potential peasant revolt. Okay, just once. You'll see me excellent bowman. We'll take a slight chance of a hit. The party and I stalked through copse, peeled for any sign of bear, and the canopy above the soft thorny spills forth, growing louder as we advance. That's screeching for its mother. An agile huntsman brings down a fluffy, yes, an unfledged raptor chick from the poplar. What luck! Only young birds caught in the wild could be properly trained to hunt. Have it take it back to my muse. That would only be useful if you were doing actual falconry, but hey, gives me prestige. Prestige gain matters more. After we ride. At the very top of the hill, the hunting party finds a dark cave that seems practically endless. Around its edges are unmistakable signs of a bear. No doubt a bear or even a group of bears call this place home. If we wait here until nightfall, we will most definitely find our prey. Because I'm brave, diligent, and stubborn, we could track it based on this. 50-50. We make progress at tracking the bear. Nope. No bear. It didn't bear fruit. God's sakes, half-sister, no. But as long as it gives me more fame, I'm all for it. Speaking of which, can we even afford a big-ass grand tournament? Because look how much of an average cost these days. No, better yet, how about a grand wedding? Because I figure it's about time to get married. Preferably with someone with inheritable traits this time. Not looking to make any alliances. Even if the person is a lowborn. Well, there's that, but still. No geniuses this time. Pratic, beautiful. But I guess we'll settle it with her. Even though she's a Cormantian and a Zanj. You know, these are Africans. Bantu heritage, as you could see. It's a rather unique culture that's... because, you know, when you think of the word Zanj, you think about the old Zanj rebellion from a few centuries ago. But make it a grand wedding. And it will be. Just need something to make it more prestigious, that's all. Wave after wave. Gurgling grasp. The storm-racked coasts of Malta make for dangerous trials sometimes, but I still enjoy sailing them. They make me feel. The vessel lurches to its side, and I'm pitched to the drink. The shock of the impact knocks the air from my lungs. The sudden shift of temperature sending my body into stunned shock. As I come to, coughing and sputtering underwater, my body and brain are utterly aflame. My conscience is already draining away. My brain choking and dimming with each second. Oh, hell. Break for the surface. This option is unlocked by cultural traditions because we are known to be seafarers and practice pirates, so come on, everybody knows how to swim around here. And this is like desperate option, and then there's you feeling helpless. So you suffer no permanent damage. Holy crap! I could have drowned, but thankfully, the Siculo-Arabic and the Maltese are known to be seafarers, at the least, so... when you think about early in the series, ever since someone else who was culture had adopted that, events like that would have never happened, and be incapable of it. Oh, and here's ransom. Anyways, thank a lot for that tradition. You'll be joined by my courtier Kunga in matrimony. Why would anyone want to marry that brash scullion's beyond me? So best of luck. Also look forward to the promised grand wedding. Don't disappoint. Again, just close to around my age. The Courtiers and the Zanj. No. Who are the Zanj? As they live over there. They're known for religion blending, head and run tacticians, Swahili contacts, which they can recruit Swahili sailors, skirmishers, good against archers, heavy infantry, and Bantu migrators, which they can recruit Bantu warriors, also good against skirmishers and other heavy infantry. Gee, combine that with Swahili sailors and Bantu warriors, and are also known to be seafarers like us. Yeah. I'll marry right now. There'll be lots of prestige gained for this, as it'll be held here in the capital. I'll spare no expense to this, as much as I would like to improve buildings, but we need the fame. This is increased prestige gain. Don't really care about the opinion of others, so I'll actually decrease the opinion. Okay, just leave that with generous fees. Stress loss, I'm not that concerned with it, so leave that on average. And as for this, decrease the opinion. Gracious host, magnificent host, that's for renown and prestige. Alright. That should be good. So 625 is the total. If the Caliph himself wishes to attend. If he's not busy, probably won't. Okay. But nevertheless, recreation would be good, because... yeah. Oh man. I'm sorry, I'm just still traumatized from the near drowning experience, and now we're gonna have this wedding of a lifetime. Which I'll spare no expense for this. With the exception of that last part, but I believe that's just overkill. Because you need to save some of that. Eager Reveler now. It'll be in 8 months' time. I shall be traveling from Al Jawaf. Hope you picked a good route to travel. Because be careful, you might come across diseased territory. Keep an eye on your bride. Also, what is Compatibilism? Some of you may be asking. Well, it's a branch of Ismailism that incorporated elements of Zoroastrianism. A number of imams that was preordained by God to be 7. Therefore, there could be no more imams before the 7th imam. Muhammad ibn Ismail returned to the guideful. The equal fundamentalist lay clergy. No pilgrimages allowed. Zandaka. So the Gnostics, unrelenting faith, anachronism. Sounds pretty interesting, but again, wrong geography of an area to try to spread a faith in. She's on her way. She's at sea. There's only 2 guests remain. Her and Barakat Jafari. She's my aunt. Dynasty spread. Now we are famous. When is the next okay. Because remember, we gotta get this next. Because I really like going down this way. Especially whenever we get towards that. Which would take about... oh, it'll no doubt take place in the next century. She's in the Ionian Sea now. No. She's there. We've traveled a long way to get here. But here we are. It always feels amazing when you have planning for something for so long and spent so much money on it. And it's finally there. Everything is ready. The decorations are in place. The guests are mingling. The servants scurry around with loaded dishes. I pace around in excitement and nervousness when my future spouse, Kanga, Kanga or Kanga? I prefer Kanga, appears. Radiant in her finest attire. We're ready to begin. I can't wait. Even though your mayor is here. At this point, yeah. I pity you, acquaintance. That tells me what the married life is like. Full of bickering, mistrust, and strife. The end of any peace. Like me and Vada, Sir grumbles. Is that what my marriage to Congo will be like? I'll say that Congo is perfect for me, because she's a beautiful woman. Are we suited for each other? 70% chance I'll become a confident groom, or 29% chance I'll have wedding jitters, and become stressed out. Yeah, I'm confident that Congo will suit me. My head drops at the noise of clattering furniture and chattering guests. Strain must show, because my mother, Eleanor, takes me on and stares in the next room. The sound of preparation dies away. We speak of small things. Times pass. Of people we know, not a word about the wedding. Then we're out of words, falls silent. just enjoy a quiet moment together because that stress I had still can't get over much of that near drowning experience I had. When the ceremony finally reaches its climax, both myself and my spouse are asked for formal consent. I'm barely paying any attention, buzzing as I'm with the excitement for the imminent celebration, piles of delicious food, limitless drinks, and many happy faces to share with them, but can't imagine any better for the time being. Let's get the formalities over with. Do I want to spend my life with Conga? I do! So we gain piety. Malta gains ruler's grand right for the next 10 years, which adds a lot more development growth and popular opinion up, while we gain some renown, and so does the renown of her house. It feels like a whole eternity has passed since the ceremony began, but now that I'm finally free, I really look forward to the most interesting part of the day, the banquet. Of course, I've also gained a spouse out of the whole deal. Time to think about it when the feast will have a proper smile on my face. Now, let's celebrate! Gained a bit of prestige for that. Fame, fame, fame. That's all we need. Fame or shame. The hall is awash with riotous parade of acting troops, dancing musicians, and exotic charlatans, delighting guests en masse. Near my seat, both Tom got Buza and Amir Talat share their opinions on the display. Now, this is how I like it, Costa. A grand name, magnificent affair. Actors, style at once, professional liars, all of them. We could stand less at such an important occasion. I'm focused on the actual entertainment. Just want to lose more stress. That's all I care about. And it's hard to lose stress when you're diligent. The feast has started winding down, with everyone sated and tired, but the day is still not over for Kanga and me. The procession of guests leads us to our bedchamber, for the legitimacy of the wedding depends on it being consummated. It's time. The consummation of the marriage. Depending on how this goes, of course. As the banquet reached its climax, Kanga's growing anxiety over the imminent bedding ceremony was clear. My new wife turns to me as the procession sets off our chambers, pleading, "Please, can we do without this over the hollering and the drumming?" Don't do this option because I'm brave. Don't do that option because you're stubborn. So, of course, me being diligent says, "Don't be silly. It's tradition. They're still going to live with you regardless." Yeah. When finally the last guest leaves, I look around the deserted venue, the food leftovers, the spilled violet charba on the floor, the echoes of people's laughter still lingering in the air. I feel satisfied. What an amazing day. I did a very fine job organizing it. Thank you all for coming. Now that I married her, gained 150 prestige, gained magnificent host for 20 years, and 40 gold for all the guests that come here and gifted me this amount. Lose more stress, gained lots of legitimacy as we celebrated the wedding of the century here. So this is a magnificent wedding. So more prestige gain and more renown gain. Yahoo! There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And there, you got your siege back up to the way it was earlier, before we started raiding. So in the meantime... Oil tax and bit of development growth. We are improving the economy of this here capital. Dynasty legacy. Ordained rulership for more piety. And next time, when we get to 3,750, treasured knowledge for more development growth while monthly learning lifestyle experience grows. Stammering here. Septina. Oh, from Dalmatia. Check it out. My wife's with child. I should be overjoyed, but it's actually strange. I cannot shake the feeling that something is wrong. Am I really a father she claims, or she has betrayed her? What are you talking about? I was right there with her in the wedding ceremony. Clearly, my near Johnny experience hasn't, made me recover in my line of thinking. I'll just say I must be the father, surely. Why should I worry about nothing? I was right there with her when I laid with her. I didn't see anybody else. It was me and her. There can be no doubt about it. Also, since I didn't really pay attention to her skills... oh, she's got no martial, no stewardship, no intrigue skill. But she does have a bit of learning. Especially diplomacy, which is needed. Good. Needed that. Yeah, because she doesn't have a good diplomacy education to begin with. And when she's not pregnant, at least she knows how to defend herself. Monthly income's better than ever these days. It's just I'll continue to pursue that goal towards illustrious. It's all Sicilian. No Siculo-Arabic. With the exception of there. Oh yes, we'd like to recruit some Arab-Berber soldiers into our ranks. Which, what we got out of it is... Sicilian host... 900! Very good. Which is, again, only used during wartime, not raid time. Teaching is always in fashion. It's quite an interesting, little house name. Wait a minute. The culture head, the Sunni Caliph, is actually a Zanj? I just noticed that. Well, how do you like that? Shivani, not an Abbas. Son and heir. Name it Sawdan. Alright. Let's continue that tradition of the Sawdan and... See, the baby is mine. No doubt he'll be a handsome man one day when he grows up. If he can survive sickliness. There's always that danger. You need at least another 1,000 more to get up to 3,000. I mean, there are ways. Heck, maybe you should go visit the ancient tombs or something. And it's not going to be another 3 years till we go hunting again. And there's always a feast to gain more prestige, but I'm going to need a little more than that. At least feasts are cheaper here in Malta, thanks to the farms and fields here. Since I'm becoming more of an eager reveler these days. And as well as getting prestige by other means. Mother died of heart failure. You'll do. At least everybody respects me now. How much is it how much cost is it these days for a full-fledged feast? At the max. 97 only. Okay, good. We can hold one right now. And I wouldn't have any issue with that. But who gets to be the honorary guest? That's the question. Hey. Sicily, you doing anything? You at peace? Okay, good. Because I would like to have you as the honorary guest to my feast. Because that would be prestigious. To him. Okay, he's not be there. Lives across the sea. He'll do. Perhaps I could befriend him also. Again, for the prestige gain. Not to mention, it lowered my stress a bit because mother just died. I did it as a way of trying to get things over. Takes 6 months because there are some others from Susa. That's from the channel. Ah yes, distant cousins also coming from other places. More Turkic migrations rolling in. The Maori Khanate. Right, our dynasty is Khanate. Which, yes, they rule the roost in Zaporizhia. Fascinating. So I guess what we learned here is that grand weddings and hunting is the best way to get prestige in activities. I wish there were other options, but I need to travel more. And I don't mean travel by boat when you are raiding. I mean like going to actual places. Oh, maybe go on a Hajj eventually. But I have other agendas, you know. I wonder how you're allied with the Sheikh himself, who is incapable and melancholic. That's sad. The guests are gathered at the great hall, lords and ladies from near and far reaches around. The mood is bright, and spirits high as the feast begins. Welcome, friends. Star's ordinary feast came as an exceptional one to the presence of Artemis. Yes, Artemis, my bodyguard and marshal. Spoke all evening about all manner of subjects and things, and had received a lot in common. Had such a good time with him. As the feast is underway, the guests are eating and drinking ready. My niece Aubrey approaches Conga at the great table. This is a marvelous feast. All compliments to the host. Yes, I've done a great job, haven't I? Do it for the fame. It's taken much of the evening to get myself close to Amidala to make it feel forced. After all, the best friendships are natural. I want to think this spontaneous. Biala extols my maybe friend, barely disguising vouch. That was a heavy course, and so soon after a weighty last one. It simply sits too heavy in the stomach. I simply cannot believe that the servants expect to keep serving a master working this poorly. You know, you do realize this is my feast, right? You're only here as an honorary guest. Personally, I'm trying to do anything to get more fame. I could all tell that Dorotheus had too much to drink, even though he insisted on showing us how sober he was. Sober rises to say to him would prove too much for him, now covered his stinking vomit. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Dorotheus. Come on. There's nothing like a feast. It reminds us of what is all good in life, and the company's not too bad either, like those sea closest intakes. You are something special, Sawdan, Gabriel tells me. Amira Kanga and Aubrey nods their heads in agreement. I just do what it feels right, you know. That is all. Also, what's the matter with you? Who wounded you? It's aggravated. Who did that? It doesn't say, but something must have happened to her at some point. Feast starting to draw their close, and my visitors are expecting me to lavish a little attention on the Miadala, our esteemed guests of honor. Traditionally, a complimentary toasted deep drink of Irish does the trick, and again, all Dollop did was turn up. This feast was my idea. Paid for everything, I hosted everyone. You're all very welcome to my hospitality. If I was more arrogant or anything, or callous, I would do that option, but... Hey, sorry about that. Malta gained the leftover feast. popular opinion. Given some exquisite food from the feast. Few candles survived as the last guest has left. I could hear a pair of servants sigh out a sigh of relief as the doors close. The food is still warm on ceramic plates. Soon, word will reach at every corner of the realm that every noble worth their salt will know magnificence is unparalleled. If everyone headed home with bellies full of exotic delicacies. I'm proud to say that the feast was a success. Nevertheless, I'm still grateful that the endeavor's over for now. And with that, it's all done. That's 100. Keep it up like that, you'll be having more of that. Great banquet here. That keeps the popular opinion up. So people can stop being mad at me about peasants being denied a forest or anything else of that nature. Since we're a bit more development intensive these days, let's have that. Mediterranean pirate markets. Boost the local economy. We're not looking to acquire more booty because we can get it ourselves. Aha! Two things. You don't patronize arts and sciences this time. For 50 prestige. All the way. Arab-Berber artists, all the way. So that way we can get guilds next. It was 8 years, now it's 7. Years, 20 months. Well, let's go visit Palermo's ancient tombs. Let me see. Yeah, that would be better. Visit the tombs of the holy warriors. Haven't had a caravan master in a while. Which one of you have known to travel? Because none of you possess good skills that would be required for, oh, I don't know, traveling. Hey, wait a minute. Bring you over here. You would make a damn good steward. Didn't see you the first time. Yeah, we're gonna need a proper caravan master for the job. Oh, and a wet nurse too, since I have a child. Yeah, get rid of you. Putting you in this position. And help with the construction. Average, take the cheaper option. Now we go to the ancient tombs of holy warriors. I'll face any danger. This is for the extra prestige I'd be willing to gain. Once you land here, and then subsequently go over there. Actually, no, I will take the scenic route. Then we'll go there. Basically. Just hang on, I'm about to do something stupid here. Where is it? If that option even exists. I was thinking, what was that option you were trying to think? No, never mind. I was thinking of something else, clearly. But I think it would be best for you to bring mercenary guards with you. You got good income anyhow, because you'll make all that money back by the time you get back here. Hey. There you go. Plus there's some martial lifestyle experience where there was a famous battle fought here by my grandfather, the Pirate King. Let's go. And after when the trial's finished, we'll end the episode. Off to Palermo. The experienced Hoarit. See too if you could try to crit some more good commanders or give them good commander traits. That's what I wanted. Hell yeah. This should even the odds. Oh, I know a cure. Oh, apparently I don't. That's my bodyguard. Don't do it. Fizz of Mount Etna. I'm a traveler. And I win the duel. Prestige. Oh, the opposing man standing over those. I'm at the Mario of Tradeka. I've bested dozens of men in combat, and honestly all those fights are dull, so here I am. On this road, looking for someone better than me. So someone I can learn from. If you can best me in combat, I'll become a valuable and loyal servant. So on this day, I demand to meet one of you in a fair fight. You might be less valuable after I win. I win the fight, and he joins us. Sicilian giant. Walking among the hills late day, darkness comes suddenly, brought by dark clouds above us, and a distant loud rumble of thunder. Soon there is another, combined with a dazzling flash of lightning, and another strike brightly illuminating the area. After the image burned in my eyes, I blink and see where the lightning has struck. Now there is a quickly expanding brush fire, and speeding towards us. Put out the fire before it spreads too far. 100% chance that we successfully squell that fire. Thanks to my extremely high martial. While traveling in Petralia, we come across some old ruins. Ruins so old we didn't even recognize them as ruins first. And we all thought they were randomly placed stones. Only when Captain Raimundo, who has some knowledge of such ruins, came closer did recognize the site as man-made. Struxy says it's been badly worn down by the elements. As we briefly rest by these ruins, Raimundo remarks with a sigh, life's so ephemeral, isn't it? To think that these must have been some sort of glorious building ages ago. Someday we too will be in worse shape than these ruins. Then we must do great and valiant deeds while we still live. Visit the capital of Sicily. The city of Palermo is bustling, full of activity, from local artisans and farmers to travelers and merchants from all quarters of the Mediterranean. Today, however, I'm in the city for one purpose: to pay my respects to the famous holy wars who had fallen in Sicily. When the first Muslims arrived on this island, it was a chaotic frontier, full of fighting between rival Muslim factions and infidel invaders. Anyhow, people say that in Palermo there are innumerable tombs of these original pious soldiers. I head towards one castle in particular, which we call Piracy, and it's quite famous for housing many of these tombs. I'll soon get there. At last, I find myself before the castle of Piracy, one of the more famed castles among the Muslim faithful. It does not only house the many tombs of noble warriors who had perished in Sicily, but also said to extend a certain baraka, or blessedness, in all directions. I'm not the only person here. As I pay my respects to these brave, devoted heroes, I also make sure to visit the nearby spring, the Al-Majuna, the spring of the Mad Woman, where it is said to be quite holy too. In a way, it's an anticlimactic sight. Tomb after tomb of holy warrior in a simple mundane setting, yet there's something profound about being in the presence of these inspiring heroes. I spent time in quiet reflection before I take my leave for the next 10 years. That will help me. Let's go home. Oh, Manolo, please, I won't need your time to hear my latest poem. This isn't the first Sicilian who's tried to introduce me to their poetry, considering the road ahead. I'm sure it's not the last. There must be a true infatuation with poetry here, or does every other dreamer have a poem in their hearts? We know that Sicilians and the Siculo-Arabics have refined poetry. We don't anymore. We got rid of that practice when we became Maltese pirates, with the pirate culture of the Maltese. But I'd like to make an attempt. Ain't nothing wrong with poetry for diplomacy per level of fame, because every little bit helps. Bank. Gotta be light. Yahoo. Okay. In a year's time, we'll be hunting again. Building's finished. Stop that now. Have the guild's innovation, which we'll get sooner. In 6 years' time. All you need is improve that trade port again, in which will have more tax and increased size of men-at-arms regiments. Which, you know, the same could be said about over there. Yeah, you got it. No longer my seneschal, as there's no need to restore control yet. Wife's pregnant again. Let's end the episode on January. Just stalling a bit of time. So that way in the next episode we go hunt one more time. And then I'll be illustrious by then. And then do another raid to get a lot of money. To get ourselves ready, because the Siculo-Arabic culture will not disappear, but Islam needs to be re-established there. Because I'd be so much willing to leave Malta behind and settle in new land and see to the restoration of the Siculo-Arabic culture. That's my plan. Because it needs a new culture head. It's in the high medieval era now, which is good, and soon gonna have mangonels in the future. But its lack of, well, there's that, but this, however, is so behind on that. That's no good in terms of available building slots. Yeah, it just barely entered into the high medieval era for the Siculo-Arabic culture. We would like to see the revival of that. That's gonna be my life's aim for Sawdan II. It will likely be the takeover of Apulia. Because you need to conquer the duchy, and it does not cost that much to begin with. That's our aim. Take over Apulia. And as well as the war against Napoli to take over more of Apulia. Before we will, you know, head towards the much valued Salerno. So yes, a reconquest of sorts. Because basically Islam, Sunni Islam in particular, had fallen in southern Italy, but the presence of the Ash'ari minority is still very much present there. Remember, yellow is small minority, green is large minority. So the dream is very much alive, one must think. My Congo approaches me as I'm sitting gazing outside. You haven't been the same since what happened. She doesn't say it, but referring to my father, Sawdan I, died of typhus. Perhaps you need someone to talk to? I could be that someone, she continues gently. No, my troubles are my own. You know, I was supposed to end that episode right now, but that was before I just told you my future plans. A fortnight ago, Court presented me the idea to establish a religious militia in my domain. Antiquity enforces strict adherence to the dogmas of the faith. Facing the opposition of all the other councils, I defended this plan, pointing to increased levels of control achieved such a measure taken. We don't really need that right now. Not gonna happen. We already have someone named Sawdan, so why on earth would you name another one Sawdan? You have something else in mind. Bashir. So let's end it in July then. So next episode, we go hunting. Oh, you know what? Just stop when as soon as the hunt option comes up, and we'll do that hunt in the next episode. Make our men at arms more tougher. Would sound very good in the book. Yeah, I'm never becoming an adventurer. Malta is to be the launching pad to, you know, re-establish Siculo-Arabic presence up there. Brother-in-law is the Baron. Ah. Right, you get it one era early. I remember now. Four, 3, 2, 1. Hunt's available, but we will do that in the next episode. So we're cutting that short here. Because the next episode, we'll do the hunt, become illustrious, and then we'll do one more great raid in the usual areas to gain a lot of wealth for us, and we put that wealth there so we can perhaps get us some more. Okay, we won't get more soldiers. To get us some more Norman settlers, because I would like to have more of their mercenaries, because They're the difference makers here. So, we hope you people will be looking forward to the next episode. But until then, so long for now.